You see, this is the reason why you can't get too hyped. This is the exact reason why you can't get too hyped and too excited about this organization. We tried to tell y'all to temper, to temper your expectations and all the stuff that y'all been saying. Because right when you start to believe, they'll snatch that shit right up off you. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're going to talk some football. Houston, Texas football. Today, the Houston Texans fall to the San Francisco 49ers 23-7. And to be honest, could we really be surprised? No, we cannot. We cannot be surprised. But we're going to talk about, we're going to break it down. But before we do this, it's a whole brand new year. But the goal is still the same. We're trying to reach 5K, 5,000 subscribers. We reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Well, not by the end of the year, just 5,000 subscribers, period. I'm doing a special giveaway. The moment that we reach 5K, I'm doing a special giveaway. You want to be a part of it. Trust me, you want to be a part of this. You don't want to miss it. But the only way to be a part of it is to like, share, subscribe, comment, share it to your homeboy, your homegirl, your cousins, your next door neighbors. Show it to all your friends, everybody. We need to get to 5K. We need to get to 5,000 subscribers. The only way to do that is to subscribe. Also, hit them links below in the description. Hit them links below in the description. I mean, follow me on social media. I've been tweeting a lot lately. Follow me on IG. We giving out 30 days free of Amazon Prime, and that link down there. Y'all hit them links and do what you gotta do. But anyway, we're gonna talk about, we're gonna break it down. The Houston Texans fall to the San Francisco 49ers 23-7, and it was a doozy, wasn't it? Trey Lance versus your quarterback, Davis Mills. Davis Mills was 21 of 32 for a completion percentage of 65.6%, 163 yards, averaging 5.1 yard per attempt, one touchdown, one interception, was sacked 3 times with a quarterback rating of 75.4. Rex Burkhead had 16 rushes for 47 yards. Brandon Cooks was targeted 10 times, had 7 catches for 66 yards with 1 touchdown. Nico Collins was targeted 5 times, had 2 catches for 35 yards. Rex Burkhead was targeted 6 times for 6 catches, had 32 yards. Trey Lance, I think it's his second start, was 16 of 23 with a completion percentage of 69.6% with 249 yards, averaging 10.8 yards per attempt. Had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, was sacked one time, had a quarterback rating of 116. Mitchell had 21 rushes for 119 yards. Trey Lance also ran the ball 8 times, had 31 yards. Brandon Ayuk had 6 targets for 4 catches for 94 yards. Deebo Samuel was targeted 6 times, had 3 catches for 63 yards, and a 45-yard bomb for a touchdown. So anyway, we're going to talk about this. We're going to break it down because this is what y'all been saying. I mean, I've been getting smoke all week about this whole Davis Mills. Like I've been saying, like I did the video the last time. It seems like it's a fan base divide between Davis Mills fans, people who think he's the franchise guy, and also people who think that he is just a backup or he's trash. And I've never used the word trash. I've always been saying this whole time, I think that he's a backup at best. And I think that you don't need to draft a quarterback in this draft because I do think he's played well enough for him to play next year. And don't waste a draft pick on the quarterback early on the draft. Don't waste the first or second round pick on a quarterback reaching for a quarterback in this draft class. I'd rather you wait till next year to get Bryce Young out of Alabama or CJ Stroud out of Ohio State. I'd rather you not reach for a quarterback. I'd rather you get a quarterback in next year's draft. Don't worry about quarterback in this draft because the position I want safety. I want somebody from safety, either Kyle Hamilton, the safety out of Notre Dame, or Darius Singleton Jr., the cornerback out of LSU. And today's game actually proved exactly why I want a safety like Kyle Hamilton, because we need somebody in that center field. Because that right there was hurting us all game long. Like once Trey Lance in the second half settled down some, and was able to start throwing the ball to throwing the ball and beating the defense. That center field was wide open the whole game, the whole back half of the game. It was wide. It was more likely it was wide open early on. Trey Lance just wasn't seeing the field because the interception they threw to Brandon Cooks, but the interception they threw to Desmond King, he had Deebo wide open on the opposite side. He did. We need somebody to roam that center field. We need an actual good, legitimate safety. That's what I've been talking about. I've been talking about secondary for a long time, for an absolute long time. But y'all want to talk about this quarterback. Y'all want to talk about somebody who played like hot butter ass garbage. This is your king, right? This is your king. Well, I say he had 165 yards. Has 165 yards, but with 3 minutes left in the game, after you down 20-7, he only had 100 yards in the game. Actually, less than that. And when 3 minutes left to go in the game, he only had 90. Like, I think it was like 96 yards. He throws a pass to no, it was like 98 yards. He throws a pass to Rex Burkhead, gets 8 yards, and it gets him over 100 with 3 minutes left to go in the game. This your king. This your quarterback supposed to lead you to the AFC Championship game. This right here. Only mustered up 7 points throughout the whole damn game. Come on, man. Are y'all serious? This is what y'all hype about. He gets 65 yards in garbage time. You down 20-7 with 3 minutes left to go in the game. He gets a little funky 65 yards. Now I grant the play to Brandon Cooks, that whole touchdown drive, I give him that. After the interception, we drove 14 plays, had a nice pass to Nico. Had a nice pass to Brandon Cooks, and a good touchdown to Brandon Cooks' end zone. I give him that. But that's all you did. That's one drive. What have I been talking about this whole time when I bring up Davis Mills? I said he doesn't produce scoring drives. I said in his first 7 starts, played in 8 games worth of quarters, what have I been saying? He's only produced 15 scoring drives. 15. That's only, and if I round it up to 16, that gives you what? 2 scoring drives per game. That's not good. Last week against the Chargers, he produced 5 scoring drives. I gave him his props. He produced 5 scoring drives. But what he do after you give him his props, just like a normal Houston Texan does, let you the fuck down. What he do? He only gives you 1 scoring drive. And then the 1 scoring drive that they almost got the field goal and kind of missed it, shouldn't even got it anyway, because they got walked down the field by 2 back-to-back pass interference calls. Now, granted, those really were pass interference calls because Brandon Cooks did actually beat the DB. So I'm not going to say they were bogus pass interference calls, but they got walked down the field by 2 pass interference calls. That's the truth. Now, like I said, Brandon Cooks actually did beat his man, and they were legitimate pass interference calls. But still, they were pass interference calls nonetheless, and you end up missing the field goal. But even if they get the field goal in that situation, we'll just say they do get the field goal in that situation. It still only gives you 2 scoring drives throughout this whole game. 2 scoring drives. It was only 1 scoring drive, but if I throw you a bone, you actually got 2 potential scoring drives in the game because you missed the field goal. Isn't that to the average I've been saying about 2 scoring drives per game? That's basically what I'm saying. Dude out here, people hyping up his damn completion percentage. Oh, he's the 3rd best completion percentage of rookies all time for a quarterback. Dude only had 5 yards per play. He finished off the game with 5 yards per play. And like I said, 60 of them yards were in garbage time because they was after you down 20-7 with 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Because for the longest, he was up here averaging, it was like 4.5, 4.8 yards per play. 5.1 yards per pass is not a good stat. That's not even pedestrian. That's just bad. It's just straight up bad. But this is what y'all hyping though. This is what y'all like. Talking about, is this a real Texan fan? Bro, y'all see this number right here? Y'all see what that say right there? 2002. That's what the fuck I've been here since. I've been here since 2002. I've seen this movie already. Come on, man. Y'all the ones out here that want to do all this. Come on, bro. Because I'm calling it like it is. Y'all get mad at me. Y'all get mad at me. Y'all get mad at my boys because we calling it like it is. Shout out to everybody out there in Sauce Sports. Y'all know what it is. Y'all get mad at me. Y'all get mad at the rest of the boys on Sauce because we calling it like it is. We calling it like we see it. If it look like a duck and quack like a duck, it's a damn duck. We've been saying this for the longest. Call a spade a spade. But y'all get mad at us, though. Y'all want to talk down on us, though. Okay. Y'all want to talk down on us. Y'all want to talk down and talk about we missing the shine and stuff like that. That's cool. Y'all the same ones want to sit there and throw slugs. That's all good. That's all nice, fine, and dandy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the ones out there, man, forget the shine. The shine who? The shine who? Y'all just missing the shine. Man, we got Davis Mills, Money City Mills. We about to go to the AFC Championship game. He gonna lead us. He gonna do all this. Y'all the same clowns that probably was, my boy D4 in the Billy truck. Oh yeah, I see you, baby. Represent. Y'all the same clowns that was doing that. But now it's fuck D4. It's all about Davis Mills though. No man, y'all new age boys, y'all some serious man. Y'all the same type of clowns that try to holler at a chick in the store, ask for the number, and when she dusts you, be like, nah, she good. You be like, oh ugly ass hoe, I ain't want your number anyway. Anyway, I was doing you a favor. That's the type of clowns y'all is. That's to say when y'all can't take real L's. You know what I'm saying? And don't understand that players get chose. Real players get chose. And since Deshaun doesn't choose the Texans, what kind of players is them? Food for thought. Maybe the Texans really ain't real because a real QB won't choose them. How about that? You ever thought about that? Let that play in your mind for a little minute. Let that play in your mind. Let that sink in just for a little bit. Just to massage your thoughts just for a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? But even all said, back to the game at hand and move on past all that. Like I've been saying, this game right here proved to me that the play for the draft going forward is to go out there and get Kyle Hamilton or Stingley Jr. But I prefer Kyle Hamilton because we need somebody to cover that safety. We need somebody to cover that center field at the safety position. That's what we need. We need somebody to protect that because that play the touchdown to Deebo Samuels that Trey Lance has, the bootleg. I mean, Kyle Shanahan used to be offensive coordinator for the Houston Texans back when we had Kubiak. Dad was Mike Shanahan, Broncos. Former mentor Gary Kubiak, former Texan head coach, offense coordinator Broncos. That whole bootleg that Kubiak Shanahan bootleg system. We've known this forever that was money. Because even having Deshaun Watson, even though Deshaun Watson is throwing for the most yards and throwing for the most touchdowns in franchise history in a single season, we all know that our best offensive performances was that Schaub Kubiak era. I mean, we all know it. Man, we did have Dre, we did have Foster, so we all know how that Kubiak system, that Kubiak Shanahan system worked, and that was clear, perfect. That little bootleg out and get your quarterback out of the pocket and throw across the field to Deebo Samuels. Wasn't nobody there to cover that center field. Also, the play with what's the boy name is Kittles. When Kittles makes the one hand catch, they was on third down. Even though it got pass interference on, there was no safety in the center field. You need somebody to roam, and I think that's what Kyle Hamilton can do. This game right here, only thing this game to me prove is that we definitely need a Kyle Hamilton or a Stingley Jr. I'm good with Stingley, but I prefer Kyle Hamilton because we need that, because he could be a guy, could be a game changer on defense and change the whole perception of the defense and the way the defense plays, especially if by some miracle, if some possible miracle, which I already know, I'm just saying, by some possible miracle that they find a way to mend the fences with Justin Reed, and you have both Justin Reed and Kyle Hamilton, I think that'd be a dangerous safety duo. I don't think it's going to happen because I believe Justin Reed is gone. I said that months ago when I made a video about Justin Reed. I think Justin Reed is gone, but I do think that you need to go out there and get Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame. I think that's a perfect fit. That's what this game proves to me. And also, the thing that it didn't prove to me because I already knew this, that Mills don't have the juice. Mills don't got the juice to go out there and be your franchise guy, because when the chips is down, yeah, he got a touchdown the first half. Everybody was probably crunk. Oh yeah. But y'all ain't reading what's really going on. Like I said, that 14 play drive, I call a spade a spade. I'll give you your props. Hey, he did his thing. He had some nice throws. He had a nice throw to Brandon Cooks down the field. He had a nice pass to Nico when Nico did the toe tap on the sideline, and then the touchdown pass. That was a bullet, nice touchdown. He split the defense. Hey, he did his thing. It was also another play where I think it was a holding call on Farrell Brown, when once again Davis Mills made a good throw. He threaded the needle. Brandon Cooks in between two defenders. Brandon Cooks jumps up against the play, and then you have right on cue, like Texans do, Farrell Brown with his hot blood garbage ass. I've been calling him hot blood garbage all season long. Go out there and get an unnecessary holding call. Even though it probably wasn't necessary because the dude probably was about to beat him and end up sacking Davis Mills anyway. And with a quarterback like Davis Mills, you have to protect him. You can't get him out the pocket. He can't move around out the pocket. You have to protect him. You have to have maximum protection with a quarterback like Davis Mills. One, for two reasons. One, he's not that mobile. And two, he has poor mechanics because he throws with all arm. He doesn't use his hips. He doesn't use his feet. He doesn't settle. He uses nothing but arm. That's a recipe for disaster when you don't have maximum protection on the offensive line. Yeah, we're not built for that. You know what I'm saying? We are not built for a quarterback like Davis Mills. Even if Davis Mills would be the guy, even if Davis Mills can be successful, as of right now, we're not built for it. We're definitely not. It's a lot of things. Davis Mills is the type of guy who could be okay if everything's around him. Right, you got the best offensive. You got a top 5 offensive line. You have a top 5 running game. You have good. You have a top 5 receiver, and your second receiver is probably top 20, top 25. Some things like that. Maybe, and you have a defense that's at the very least top 15, top 10 defense. Hey, then maybe so. Like the years of Gary Kubiak and Matt Schaub, when you had Dre, you had Foster, you had the best offensive line in the league. You had J.J. Watt going out to get 20 sacks in 2012. You were able to win the division, the AFC South. You were able to win a playoff game against the Cincinnati Bengals. But when the chips were down, you had to go at Foxborough to play against New England, the Patriots. You got showed up against another good quarterback, against a good quarterback because you don't got the juice. And remember, Matt Schaub for the Atlanta Falcons was a second-round pick. Andy Dalton, who won a lot of divisions in the North with the Cincinnati Bengals, but never won a playoff game, was a second-round pick. Things like that, and he made the playoffs as a rookie. Lost to Houston Texans in NRG. But mind you, so in saying all that, stop the cap. Stop tampering your expectations. Calm down, little buddies. Calm down. Chill out. Chill out. Everybody let your blood pressure settle down. Calm down. Because the Texans are doing exactly what they need to do. They're positioning themselves to do some things in the draft. Hopefully. They're positioning themselves to possibly make some trades with Deshaun Watson to get other draft capital, potentially to build going forward. They are. So calm down. Calm down. All this hype about going to the AFC Championship game and we're going to be back in the playoffs next year just because we beat the funky-ass Jags and the up-and-down Chargers. Okay. Yes, and if you go back and look at the Chargers' schedule, you go look at the Chargers, they'll beat the Chiefs and then lose to like the Raiders or something like that. They'll stand toe for toe with Tampa Bay and then like lose to the Broncos. Like temper your expectations, man. Yes, Jacksonville is Jacksonville, but they lost 50-10 today, and Trevor Lawrence is straight trash. Trevor Lawrence is hot by the garbage. He was like, I think, one touchdown, 3 picks today, if I'm not mistaken. I think he got like 19 picks on the season. I believe Davis Mills is playing better than Trevor Lawrence. I never not said that. I believe Davis Mills is playing better than Trevor Lawrence. I don't believe Davis Mills is playing better than Matt Jones. And today, toe for toe, head for head, blow to blow, he wasn't damn sure one playing better than Trey Lance. Trey Lance looked like an absolute better quarterback. And this is Trey Lance, I think like second, maybe third story. I'm not 100% sure. And Davis Mills, is his 10th story of the season? Is it? Because I know he started 7. And then he started against Jacksonville, and then he started against Seattle. So that's 9. And then today's game, so yeah, that's 10. And his 10th start played in 11 games worth of games because half against Cleveland and also half against Cleveland and also half against the Colts. Trey Lance outplayed dude. Now, granted, I do agree that, hey, Trey Lance is on a better team, has a better defense, better defensive players, have better offensive players because you got Deebo Samuel, you got Brandon Ayuk, somebody who I liked in the draft last year, but he went in the first round, and it was a good move by San Francisco. Has better teams, better offensive line, better coaching, obviously, with Kyle Shanahan. So he's in a better position. I'm not saying that he's in a better position than Davis Mills. I'll give you that. I'll actually give you that. But he's also a better talented player. He's more talented than Davis Mills. Things were proven on the field. And again, all of Davis Mills' numbers, well, not all of them, but majority of Davis Mills' numbers are real fugazi, bro. Like, it's either garbage time stats for the majority of the touchdowns and the yards, and for the completion percentage part of it, he's not throwing the ball downfield. Because you can say that, oh, Davis Mills got like 20 yards. He's like second with the most yards per 20 play. Yards plus 20 play or something like that, or 20 plus yards play, something like that. But when you look at it, they don't add up when you look at his yards per attempt. Because the yards per attempt are below pedestrian level. You talking about 5 yards per attempt throwing the football? The average average is 7. An average is 7. Like 7.5. That's average. Anything over 8 is extraordinary. Anything over 8.5 is extraordinary. 8 is very good. 7.5 is average. And then when you start getting below 7.5, you start getting like 6 and 5, or even worse. Like I said, for the majority of this game, up until the last couple minutes of the game, it was at like I said, it was like 4.9. That's barely half a first down per attempt. Come on, bro. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's that's below pedestrian level. And when you're dinking and dunking, of course I can have a high complete percentage if I'm throwing 14 for 14 but only got 60 yards. That's not good. That's not good. On what planet is throwing the football is that good? It's not. I'm trying to tell y'all, but see, y'all want to listen. Y'all too hype and too thirsty for a damn franchise QB. Calm your ass down. Sit down. Chill out a little, bro. Like, subscribe if you haven't, comment below if you haven't, click that bell, get more videos. Hey, 2022, y'all keep your eyes on us. It's all sports. We out.